Welcome to Salon Lifestyle Show. We have with us two representatives of Hull University, Dakshita and Olivia, for today's press event. To answer all of your queries as to why NutriCenter should expand to UAE, let us ask them a question. We welcome Dakshita and Olivia.
Hello.
Oh.
Hi.
So to start with the question, why you have chosen UAE?
So we've chosen UAE because there is a large expat community here. About 80% of people who live here are expats. And on top of that, we have a vitamin D and C deficiency here within the residents. And also the organic food market, which is what we want NutriCenter to focus on, is their organic packaged products, is growing about 20 to 24% annually. So we thought it was a great match for what NutriCenter wants and for what we can help them do.
Okay. So which Emirates do you plan to focus on?
We're mainly focusing on Dubai.
Okay, so Dubai. Why not other Emirates?
Well, so Dubai, as we said, about 80% of people who live here are expats. And in general, Dubai has there's a lot of data about Dubai in particular. So we're able to look at the trends with social media, with how people behave on the streets, with just how basically the consumers are going to behave, and it's that.
So given the current market scenario, won't you feel that this would be a bad plan for global expansion?
I think it's a great plan for global expansion, actually, with Dubai in particular and UAE. As you see here, we have different amounts of different nationalities listed in the number of people from those countries. For example, you have over 18,000 Russian people in the UAE, 10,000 Germans, 700,000 Filipinos, 40,000 Americans, and 240,000 people from the UK. So we think this is actually quite interesting because NutriCenter is a British company, that we already have a large British population here that can say, oh, we recognize NutriCenter, and that can also help promote by word of mouth.
Okay. So what about the pricing of this product? As UAE has no laws pertaining to minimum salary, how do you expect to feed? How do you expect to make your sales?
Our main target audience is going to be people of the ages 30 plus.
Okay.
People who have high disposable income, so that they have a demand for the high quality products, and they want to spend on that. Yeah, that is our main target audience.
So why not below 30?
Okay. So with our research and our analysis, we chose a population of 30 and older as our target audience because this is the audience that tends to buy organic food more often than those below the age of 30. Also, this audience again tends to have a higher disposable income, and it's just the data is just showing that this is the target audience to target essentially.
Okay. So I guess the next question is saying, like, who would be your target audience?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So why do you feel the population of UAE would warm up to your product?
So we believe that UAE is a great place for this to expand because we found a study by Nielsen, and it shows that 63% of people here are actively trying to lose weight, and 83% of people are willing to pay more for healthier food. And so again, that includes the organic packaged food that NutriCenter would promote, would sell online. So we think the data shows that there are people who are willing to pay more and to enter. The demand is here, is what we're essentially trying to say for NutriCenter and their organic food.
So could you give us a brief idea about your product line?
Okay, so with the product line, because NutriCenter obviously does vitamins, supplements, organic packaged foods, they know what they do. We're thinking of, because there is a demand for organic packaged food, that NutriCenter enters this market with selling that type of product. They gain support through that product, and they can release like their vitamins and supplements and so on online as well. And what's interesting though with that is that there are competitors when it comes to organic food. What's interesting with that is that there are competitors in terms of markets that sell food. Like, for example, we have hypermarkets like Lulu, Carrefour, we have supermarkets like Giant and the Waitrose. But when it comes to organic food, there's 4 main competitors. We have Wright, which is shown here. They specialize in all organic food, from fresh fruit to vegetable to packed products. Organic foods and cafes listed here, Down to Earth, and then Green Heart. But NutriCenter still has in place a very specific niche in this market because NutriCenter will offer products in a way that these 4 companies don't. And so we think that's really important. It shows that NutriCenter can still be viable here in the UAE.
Okay, great. So how do you plan to expand your product line in the future?
Oh yeah, so as we mentioned before, entering with their the organic packaged food. But one thing that if NutriCenter is interested, we think that there's also a place here for organic baby food because a lot of data that we found in research that you can find in the presentation, it talks about how that is the new trend that's happening soon, and people are already catching on to it, and it's getting a lot of press.
So what is your marketing strategy to appeal to your consumers?
So we're going to focus mostly on social media, so like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and Google as well, and Google Plus, which is Google as an entity.
So how about, tell me something more about it, how are you going to go about through Facebook, Instagram, so how's that?
Okay, so Instagram, for example, has over 130 million active users right now. And in the GCC in particular, brands in the UAE, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, and the Near Middle East, they continue to use this platform for promotion. They do a lot of photos, obviously, and they connect with consumers that way. Because Dubai here, it's a very interesting culture, and Instagram is what captures people's attention. For example, here we have Vibe Fresh, which is one of the main organic food competitors here in the UAE. They have an Instagram page and it showcases their fresh food, organic food, the idea of, of community and such. And then you have 2 other main Instagram accounts that are organic food as well. And one thing that we were thinking about for NutriCenter was coming up with creating their own Instagram page and marketing their organic packaged products in a way that shows Dubai with events and Dubai with the culture and the life, because Dubai is all about their events and the luxury items that they offer. So it would just be an interesting way of pairing the 2.
Okay. To make this possible, what kind of budget are you dealing with?
So here we have a list of the kind of, okay, let's start over. So here we have a list of the main categories for the budget, like development of the microsite that would be done through NutriCenter, through online advertising, TV ads, radio ads. And so right now we're estimating it's about a total of £12,170. And what's most interesting though with UAE that we think that NutriCenter needs to consider is that the radio ads are super important. There's a lot of listeners in the radio here that we have famous stations like Dubai Eye, for example, is really, really popular. So we think that radio ads can be more useful than TV ads, for example.
So what do you like? Do you listen to radio every morning?
Oh yes.
Yeah. On the way to school.
About traffic, like they tell us about the traffic, where the traffic more and where the traffic less and everything. Yeah, it's going good. So who would you consider as your competitor?
Main competitors, we said before, was 4 main organic companies, right? Organic Foods and Cafe, Down to Earth, and Green Heart. And Green Heart is interesting because they're not a direct competitor, but they have potential to cover other products. So because they don't do packaged food, for example, which is what NutriCenter offers with their organic line. It's a little bit different. But again, like NutriCenter will have a certain niche here in the market that these guys don't offer.
Okay. So as I see WhatsApp, people are using WhatsApp quite often. So how is NutriCenter going to promote through WhatsApp?
Yeah, so WhatsApp is really interesting. It's one of the leading social media platforms in Lebanon, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and UAE. And it is actually the preferred social media channel for about 41% of the population, and it's actually really preferred for business operations. A lot of business leaders and managers say they prefer WhatsApp because it's faster than email, for example. So WhatsApp is the world's fastest growing communication app, and it uses real-time chat to access multimedia like video messages, voice messages, pictures, just any type of messaging. And so NutriCenter, we think we could also use the social media idea that we have to market themselves through WhatsApp as well. And so again, that just goes back to the personal touch with the customers, and it gets NutriCenter literally in the pockets of the customers.
Great. So we got many insights from Dakshita and Olivia as to why Nutri-Center should explore to Dubai. Okay, so for more information, let's meet tomorrow same time. And don't forget, as I always say, explore, learn and have fun. Ciao.